Early in the year 1821, in the midst of the Yoruba country, a devastating war was being waged. The army of the Muslim Fulani tribe, swelled by a mixed crowd of escaped slaves and man-stealers, ravaged the country to the right and to the left, sweeping everything before them. They came at last to Asogan. Next was panic and despair. Terrified women caught up their little ones, and shouting to the elder children to follow, tried to escape into the bush. In many cases, however, they fatally slowed down themselves with baggage from their huts. The Fulanis swiftly pursued them. Flinging lassos over their heads that caught them in the neck, they drew them choking back into their hands. 12-year-old Ajayi turned and ran, heading for the farm site just at the edge of the forest. He could hear the sound of his heart beat in his ears, louder than the bedlam around the village. He ran without care. Just before crossing into the thicket, he ran into what felt like a mountain of flesh and muscles. As he hit the ground stunned, the raider scooped him up in one single motion and slung him over his shoulder without breaking stride. Ajayi will not know it then, but he had a date with destiny. So did Christianity in Africa. In treating a subject of this nature, one is humbled by the sheer magnitude of the personality involved in the place of it all in the history of Christendom in Africa, the pleasure of it coming at a time when a generation of young Christians have a disconnect with the root of Christianity in Africa, and the challenges posed by the global openness of world information technology makes it more exciting. To capture and narrate the life and times of a Christian icon like Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther will ordinarily have required a lifetime in itself, considering his colossal contribution to the evolution of Christianity in Africa in the last century. But the opportunity to present a true story to the world the way it truly is by a co-African, undiluted, will be a chance of a lifetime not to be missed. The urgency of the situation. Why slave boy shepherd of the Niger? Going by the numerous materials available on the bishop, one may be accused of over-elaborating on an already stated issue, but then who will be in a better position to tell your story than yourself? Over the years, the chance to restitute for the way the bishop was treated by the colonial church organization was never exploited, and the projected accounts of what transpired also did not reflect the massive contribution this son of Africa made towards the Great Commission, captured in Matthew 20:18. An African proverb says, "Only a bastard points at his father's house with his left hand." The present generation of African Christians is about to get the opportunity to walk down the road of history, as traversed by this slave boy turned shepherd of his people. Methodology. The documentary intends to capture the essence of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther's life, philosophy and approach to practical Christianity, which he lived using any or all of the following. 1. Dramatized segments and narratives. 2. Narratives backed by well-researched materials. A comprehensive work of this nature will require extensive research and documentation. It will also entail traveling to various sites and places, crossing international borders, actually reliving the life of the bishop through the eyes of our camera. This project is proposed to be broken into 4 timeline phases. January 1st quarter, Jan-March 2015, the research. February 2nd quarter, April-June 2015, the preparatory phase. March 3rd quarter, July-September 2015, the confirmation phase. April 4th quarter, December 2015, the final phase, pre-post production. The first phase will require mainly researches, sourcing of materials, and creating the networking of database all over the expected location of shooting later. This phase will also make it possible to have a workable shooting budget. Over the last 100 years, God has raised and empowered His children to various degrees to enable the degree T commission to be attained using various platforms, documentaries, movies, and now the power of modern information technology, the social media network. This quasi-documentary will utilize the best available platforms to tell the true story of an icon, true evangelist and missionary, author and nationalist. We ask you to come partner with us to craft a battle axe, a tool in global evangelism, a celebration of a true African and Nigerian patriot. Welcome to the world of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. You can reach us at OUR Media and Production Outfit.